Hi friends, this is Suzy, your Candy Crush guru, here to help you solve the puzzle of level 1271, where we have 35 moves to collect 4 ingredients. This is a special dedication to Elle, who is concerned that we have to do that even though we now have this dark chocolate as opposed to milk chocolate that we used to have. There are a lot of similarities. The chocolate, if I take one out on a turn, no new chocolate forms, and if I don't take one out, that's when new chocolate can show up. The difference between dark and milk chocolate, though, has some advantages and disadvantages. The clear disadvantage is this is 3 layers thick. I have to get through 3 layers of this. But an advantage is that instead of always growing outward, sometimes it can grow upward. Now, I know that makes it thicker, disadvantage, but it can be helpful sometimes because then this area doesn't get so crowded with chocolate. If it can grow up instead of outward and consume all of these areas, it might help a little bit. But it's still going to be tough. I'm going to get these down to here. Now, once I start bringing these down, I'm going to get either ingredients or licorice. Either way, those are blockers to me because they're not candy that I can match up and take out chocolate with. So they're going to get in my way. That means I need to try clearing things out before these ingredients drop in, and you can see I'm really struggling with that concept here as nothing is matching up quite right. So I've got this conveyor belt. Oh, I don't want to set that off, but I might not have much chance. And so now look, this stripe was over here and it's come this way, so this is traveling through this side. Still trying to get at least one of these out. Ah, stink. That ended up taking off exactly in the spot that I didn't think was going to be helpful. This board isn't really responding well, and I can't get a hold on anything. Oh, maybe a reshuffle will help. That's a little bit helpful. Now I'm starting to get these ingredients. Now realize I still have this thick chocolate, so now that's a problem. And even though I have 2 dispensers, I really only have to draw from 1 dispenser. Sometimes I can't help it and I draw from more than 1, but sometimes I can set it up so that I'm only drawing from 1 area, and that can be helpful as well. Let's see, there we go. We've got these 2. No clear way to get things done yet. Oh, see, I drew from that side. If I pay attention to exactly when those ingredients are coming out, I can try to avoid that if I want. Sometimes it's worth it and sometimes it's not. Sometimes it's best just to keep going. How can I make this work? Look at all of that green. The green isn't really helpful yet, but it might end up being. If I could put things together differently, take a few things out. Oh, I need a little bit more removed. Hold on. There we go. A lot of people know that you can make, an L shape to get a color bomb or a T shape, but also a cross shape makes, not a color bomb, sorry, a wrapped candy. A cross shape makes a wrapped candy as well. I've struggled from the beginning from calling those wrapped candies. I call them color bombs because they blow up. But that is, of course, not their designation. All right, so let's see. It's really getting tough over here. That chocolate is taking over vertically and expanding outward. So, oh, look at this, though. This is one of the best combos for this particular position. I can't quite get a color bomb here. I could do a stripe here. I could just take something out. I'm actually going to go for this stripe, see if maybe that collection of red can help in some way. Well, just a little. I know, it's just going to hit that licorice. The good news is, win or lose, I learn something as I go. I just think this started out poorly and I was never really able to gain much ground with it. I couldn't even open this until the very end, which could have been helpful earlier in the game. And I probably didn't play very well. I wasn't considering my moves. Let me go ahead and pause the recording. I'll meet you back here with a new board and I'll see if I can do a bit better for you. All right, let's see. Gonna take out chocolate. Oh, that's nice. That's even nicer. Look at that. And it's aimed really well, except I'll probably end up moving it, right? I feel like I should be able to work with the concentration of colors here. Like things are lining up well for me if I can hold on to the colors that are grouping together and make something out of them. If I could take out green or orange, that's what I would do. Can't quite. Because look, these other colors are concentrating into some nice things for me. I'm going to put that onto the conveyor. There we go. Look at that. Yes, I'll open that up. If I could get this green to strike, then I could send that off. There we go. Look at that. That's kind of pretty. Although I still have all of this chocolate down here. Why I did not take that wrapped ball, it's just because I played too quickly and didn't see it until I was taking the move. That would have been nice, and now I've learned my lesson. It's a lesson I have to learn over and over. I do. I play too quickly. I don't examine all of my opportunities. And I'm getting all... Oh, that's not good. That's not good at all. That may be an important pitfall for you to see. So, here's a pitfall issue. I didn't move it over manually. It slid over and now it's stuck there. Now I have to move it over manually if I have any chance of getting it down. And of course it's hard to do because I've got all of this licorice. Thankfully, there we go. That's how you get out of that pitfall. I'm going to go ahead and keep this whether or not I win to show you instructively what happens when you run into that little trap there. Okay, well I can do this. That helps a bit. Yeah. I don't have a lot of hope for this. I just made too many mistakes. That's on me. That's okay. I'll do better next time. But I don't give up, because like I said, win or lose, I'm learning something. I'm understanding how the things flow on the board. So I want to take advantage of every single move I have. All right, I'm going to pause the recording and I'll meet you back here again. Okay, that looks like a good move. And now I'm going to pause and see what my next good move is. I think it's going to be this, because it takes out a chocolate. But I'm bringing red over here, and I don't have a whole lot of red over here. I do want to group these colors together. I do like this move. See how I learned? Huh. Oh, there I can take out a chocolate. And now I should start getting some ingredients coming down, and I've got this clear path, right? But I have to keep things flowing here, and that's going to be tricky because they're not lining up really well. Let's bring the blue together. There we go. Look at this. Ah, stink, it doesn't come out that way. I'm moving this over. I like that better. There. And actually, I love moving this over to the side because it has less spaces to go, and it's usually easier to clear things out that way. I'd like to open that up if I could. I hate that it pulls from that side. So maybe I should always try for this column instead of this column. It would be easier to deal with. I see all of that growing. I could have taken some out, but I've kind of committed myself now over to this side here. Except when I can't make a move there. Yuck. Ugh. Things are piling up in a way I don't prefer. Okay. I'm going to get some green to come through, or some... I got some green. I was going to get some purple to come through here, but that didn't work the way I'd hoped. Alright, let's do that. This is going to head off and hit here, and that's not a bad thing. I don't mind that. There we go. Got a layer gone. I kind of want that red to work together, but I don't see any other moves to take, unfortunately, so I have to kind of mess that up. There we go. We'll just wait for Cascades to help us out. Alright, so now we do have all of the ingredients we need on the board. We just have to get them collected. This is looking so much better. But I'm running into that trap of playing quickly again. So I'm going to slow myself down. Let's see if I can ease this blue over here. Perfect. So I get this, and then I get the purple, right? Got it. Alright, so that's how I beat this board. Elle, I hope this was helpful to you in figuring out how to deal with the chocolate and gave you some hope that it's not all bad that it's now dark chocolate, but it's certainly not easy. If this was helpful, I'd ask that you folks consider liking and subscribing. If you have any questions or comments, please put those below. And as always, thank you so much for watching.